Hello friends! Welcome to a new Happy Learning video. Look at these images. Oh no! These children are very sad. Oh dear! This little girl is really angry. And this little girl is super happy. She's having a great time. Each of these children are having different emotions. But do you know what emotions are? Above all, do you know how we can manage them? Today, we're going to learn about emotions. Emotions are a state of mind provoked by different causes, and they make us sad or happy in a matter of seconds. The good thing about emotions is that they don't last forever. Otherwise, they would be a bit boring. There are two types of emotions: positive and negative. Positive emotions are the ones that make us feel good, the ones that make us happy. Joy, desire, gratitude, or satisfaction make us happy, positive, and eager to do things. I, for example, get super happy. I'm very pleased when I get good grades after working hard. Negative emotions are the ones that make us feel uncomfortable. Sadness, fear, shame when we do something wrong, or anger are negative emotions that we have to recognize in order to know how to manage them. For example, when we get angry, we sometimes shout and treat the people around us badly. And we also say things that we later regret. Do you know how we can manage this? By trying not to let the anger dominate us by making us dominate the anger. My friend Chris taught me a trick that I use a lot to control the emotion of anger. When I feel that I'm getting very angry, I take a deep breath and think about my breathing. Then I count to 10. And then sometimes it works and the anger goes away. And other times I'm still angry, but not as angry, and I'm able to control my anger and my temper. Remember, we always have to control the emotions we feel and not let them control us. Besides, you know they don't last forever. Well, now we know more about positive and negative emotions. And I'm going to the cinema to see a scary movie. But I'm not sure I'll be able to control myself and not scream. Goodbye, friends. See you next video.
Search us and subscribe to Happy Learning's YouTube channel.
Hello, friends. Welcome to a new Happy Learning video. Look at these images. Every day, from the moment we wake up, we do not stop seeing advertising messages invite us to buy and consume. And that can be positive or very, very negative. Today, we're going to know what advertising is and its advantages and dangers. Advertising is a form of communication that shows us products and services for us to buy and consume. It is everywhere. On television, in the movies, on the radio, in magazines, on the internet, on billboards in the streets, and even at bus stops. It's everywhere. companies use advertising to publicize their products in order to sell them and make money. It is usually very entertaining and attractive, and that is very good because this way we can discover things that we may like or that make our life easier. And we can make decisions about what we want to buy and what not. The big disadvantage is that there are so many adverts that we are often oversaturated, and it is very difficult for us to differentiate what is real and what is just advertising. Some researchers have calculated that a person living in a city receives 3,000 advertising impacts a day, which, if we add them up, gives us more than 1 million ads a year. That's a tremendous amount. Many adverts manipulate us and make us buy things that we don't really need or that we use very few times or even not at all before leaving them abandoned in a corner. Don't you think this is an absurd way of throwing away money? We call that unnecessary consumption, but I would call it foolish consumption. To protect ourselves from oversaturation and the dangers of advertising, we have to think a lot before buying or ordering something. We must be critical and reflect. Is what I see really necessary for me? Or is it just a sales strategy to get my money? Here's a fun fact. Did you know that oldest known advertising is more than 5,000 years old? It is an ancient Egypt papyrus preserved in a museum in London, where a merchant announced in hieroglyphic language that he sold the most beautiful fabric for all tastes. It's amazing how history and the Egyptians continue to surprise us, don't they? Well, before we say goodbye, remember that advertising can be very good to discover new things. Makes our lives easy. But it can also be very, very dangerous. It is important that we do not get carried away by the attractive ads and that we have self-control in order to consume responsibly. If we do this, we can save. And if we can save, we can be better, independent people and free. Besides this, will allow us to help those who have almost nothing. And you know that giving happiness is happiness. Goodbye, friends, until the next video.
Search us and subscribe to Happy Learning's YouTube channel.